Hey, man, is that Metal-O-Mania?
Yeah, man.
Well, turn it up.
Hey, this is Ray from Outlier. You're listening to Metal-O-Mania. Pick up Thrash in the Vault and listen in every single time.
This is Zach Hembry from Hembry and the Saint Sisters, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania.
You're listening to the best Metal-O-Mania.live.
You are listening to the home of metal, Metal-O-Mania.live. Powered by B Squared Inc. Entertainment.
I've seen some pretty shitty situations in my life, but nothing has ever sucked more ass than this.
Exercise the First Amendment. I will not Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it.
Hey there, Metal-O-Maniacs. Thanks for tuning in and turning off the political porn for episode 157 of Metal-O-Mania.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Scully? How you doing tonight?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Ready to do this thing?
I am.
Fuck yeah. Ready to metal. You damn sure. I love the lipstick. It's working for me.
Thanks.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So for those of you tuning in, that we opened up the show with some Lucifist tonight. That's right. You have not been fisted until you've been Lucifisted. What do you think? Can you handle a good Lucifist, Scully? We'll talk about it later.
It depends.
Right. You need more details. I understand. But those badasses are from Indiana. They are called Lucifist, and they have just put out one of my favorite new things, and that is this new debut full-length release. It's pretty kick-ass, man. Goat Slings. And, I found out from talking to the band that everybody out there, including the artwork on some of the things that are out, are misspelled. We're the only ones to get it right. There's a space between goat and slings,
Oh.
And let's be honest, if you're going to fucking slay some goats, you need some space in there.
Yeah, you need some space.
Right.
Right. Nothing else, just some elbow room.
Right. This is space-taking activity. But yeah, man, these dudes are pretty badass. They got that's their debut full-length release. They do have a couple of EPs out there. They got a split out there with Mountain Grave and a live release in 2018. And this is their arrival, though. This full-length release is their official arrival. And welcome
and we
to
welcome
the party.
Them. Yeah.
We really do. We really do. I caught Scully running around listening to the record earlier and banging against the balls and shit earlier. So there you go. So are you ready to metal tonight, Scully?
Caught implies that I was doing something wrong, and that is...
Well, no, I say that because when you saw me looking, you jumped out of your boots.
Oh, well, that's because you're scary.
Well, that's, I guess, a side issue. But, but welcome to the show, everybody. It's going to be a good one. We're going to be joined tonight by Paradox Rift, which I'm very much looking forward to. My new friends out of Cleveland, Ohio, truly badasses. They have a self-titled EP out there that you're going to want to get, man. It's a great time. It's good shit. It's good metal. We're going to play a little piece of it for everybody tonight.
Awesome.
We do want to especially say thank you to Ray from Outlier for joining us last week, man.
Thank you, Ray.
Is there a better classier act in metal than that dude, man? He may have peers, but I'm not sure that anybody surpasses that dude because, man, he's top shelf dudes.
Right.
Top shelf dudes, and a very big reason I'm proud to call myself a metalhead is motherfuckers like that.
Nice.
Okay. So if you did miss that, make sure you get into the archives and check it out. We did some cool shit last week. Did we talk about rules of the mosh pit? Wasn't that last week?
That was last week.
Yeah, fuck.
I know I was going to say, if I don't name anything, so I'm not going to remember, but I did remember that.
It's episode 157 already. Can you believe that?
No, that's crazy.
The what?
But the rules of the pit, that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a
I'm
little
very
video
proud of how
you
that
put on
turned
some, how many, you had like
15
rules?
15 rules of the pit.
Rules.
That's right. That's right.
Kind of crazy to have that many rules.
It's easy. It's easy shit, man. A lot of it's no-brainer stuff, as you know.
They're good rules. You'll like them. As you hear each one, you will agree. You'll be like, yeah, that's a good fucking rule. Yeah,
well, and I've asked you all several times for some input. What did we forget? What did I go over the top on any? You know what I mean? And the only feedback I got was from one person saying, come on, man, I like to take pictures. But I was like, just take pictures outside the pit. And they were like, oh, yeah, right on, cool. We agree. So...
Yeah, but don't be the guy holding your phone up the whole time where I have to watch the show through your phone.
Don't be that douche. No shit, man.
Right.
Or a play with your kids and whatever. I mean, put the fucking phone down.
Yeah.
Live in the moment, man.
There's things, don't get me wrong, like, if somebody that is experiencing, like, get pulled up on stage for a second, like, yeah, feel free to fucking video that.
Yeah,
that's
right
fucking
on.
amazing.
Right,
You know what
something
I mean?
crazy
Like,
cool.
right.
I can dig it. You might want to capture the moment.
I'm not gonna, like, knock you for that.
Yeah, right on.
But don't, like, film the whole fucking show.
Well, what about fucking? Should we be filming our fucking? All right, we'll talk about that later too. We should. Now that I'm getting skinnier, I'm open to the idea. Just so you know.
I know that's.
Go ahead. Yeah,
No,
listen.
no,
We went a little while where I wouldn't have allowed a camera in the bedroom.
I was gonna say, it was maybe mean. I was like, but yeah, while you were like heavier, there were definitely things I didn't have to worry about so much that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You didn't have to worry about me running in the bedroom with a fucking video camera a couple years ago. But you know what? Tomorrow might be a different story, Scully. But yeah, and thanks again. I don't want to get to, we're not going to talk about the stupid weight loss thing every week, but I do appreciate the feedback and the love from you guys, man. I want you to know that. So,
yeah, I mean, it's hard not to, but. Yeah.
Very cool stuff. So again, but go out there and pick up Thrashing the Vault and support Outlier, man. You're going to want to support Paradox Rift. Next week, we got Dust Bolt coming on the show, man. I'm so excited about that. I'm such a huge Dust Bolt fan.
Right.
Crazy. And we got great interviews coming up. We got Hyperia coming up. We got fucking Hunger coming up. We're going to talk to the dudes in Holy Side. We just locked that in today, as a matter of fact. So we're going to be talking to them. And I love that Fist to Face album. It's so great. So Lots of great stuff, man. Degenerate and Self Disgrace and just lots of great bands we'll be talking to, man. We're going to catch up with Josh about the Toastamania thing coming up again.
All right, cool.
So, what a good time to be a Metal-O-Maniac, my friends.
Yep. And
You
we
know what I
ordered
mean?
shirts. We went and saw Kurt Metzger this weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
And we got shirts coming.
Yeah, we do.
He didn't have any merch, so we said that we were going to make
some
T-shirt.
Yeah, we're going to get some shirts with Metzger's face on
His
it.
face, right
But
on.
she's talking about wearing it around. I don't know how I feel about banging you while you're wearing Kurt Metzger's face on you.
Why not?
But,
What's wrong with that?
I mean, I do love Kurt Metzger. And, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, though. We had a great time with that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. There was the opening comedian was Ari. I'll look up his name.
Oh, I know. That's
But he was so funny. He was very funny. And then Luis Gomez was next, and he is so funny as well. And then Kurt Metzger was great. I mean, that was a lot of fun. If they're coming near you, man, support those acts. And Kurt Metzger is awesome. They gave us permission to use their their comedy on the show, and you know they didn't have to do that. That was cool. Very cool.
Yep.
So support low. You know that's our thing here, man. We love metal. We love comedy. That's what we love. We love metal, comedy, and fucking. And
we like to share it with you.
wait a minute. I hung you out there. Well, see, we would even share the fucking part, but honestly, that's already covered. There's plenty of that. You know, that's 87% of the internet already. So we figure we'll try to go down the other avenues. So we'll bring you metal and funny, and we'll talk to you about fucking plenty. So what do you think?
That will happen.
We, again, very much do hope you caught the show last week. But if you did miss it, get into the archives, man. Catch that show.
Right.
Catch that one and many others. We got a full range of archives. Like I said, tonight's episode 157. So if you're new to the show, there's plenty of shit for you to dive into. And also, we are constantly updating the 420 information. I will get that out to you more this week. But we are up to 21 bands now of the 25 spots. It's going to be insane. Just crazy.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, man. We've
25
added
spots?
Yeah, we're going to have 25 songs from 25 bands coming out on 420. Only for you, Metal-O-Maniacs, a free digital release. Only for you. And man, we got Insanity Alert and Trader and Wolfpack.
A
and
Wednesday? Does that fall on a Wednesday?
I don't know. It falls on a 420. It may be.
What I'm saying is, like, how are you going to give it away?
Oh, well, we'll give after the release or the night of. Yeah, I guess that's a good question. We'll call it the 420 release, but we'll give it to you on the first show where you can get it.
So it's either going to be the 15th or the 22nd.
Maybe we'll do it on the 15th. We'll call it the 420 release, and if you tune in on the 15th, you'll get the code to get the CD. How about
Okay,
that?
that way you got it on 420.
Right. Yeah, right. That way on 420, when you're rolling them big fatties, you already have your 420 release ready to rock.
You
There you go.
got the download.
And man, we got next time Mr. Fox, we got Insanity Alert, we got fucking Snipers of Babel, we got fucking Trader, Wolfpack, we got fucking Cruel Bomb we just added to the thing, man.
Nice. Okay.
Amorphia, which is so badass, and we're gonna play some Amorphia on the show tonight, as a matter of fact. So great time to do metal. So look for that. We'll give you an announcement. We'll have someone make a new flyer for the 420 announcement and put it on social media later in the week.
Okay.
All right. What else? All this plus the detail. Oh, you're going to want to tune in tonight because we're going to be talking to Paradox Rift later in the show. We're going to break down some of that. We of course had to make a little fun of Vince Neil over the video he did. If anybody hasn't seen it, stay tuned. We'll talk about that later in the show.
Okay.
All of that plus the details on Scully's new porn movie. So you're going to
all
definitely want to keep hanging out with us
well,
tonight.
I'll be here to hear those details.
She's going to want to know. She doesn't know yet about it, but she's going to want to know. So keep hanging out. You'll definitely be interested in that. And what else are we going to get into tonight? We'll squeeze in a few cocktails / dick jokes. And
yeah, by the way, speaking of, make sure you have yours ready for all the debuts that we're going to air tonight.
oh, man, we got debuts for you. You're going to get your drinking on. Matter of fact, that Lucifist was a debut full-length release.
Oh,
so
there we go.
There you go. Make sure you get your bong hit, drink, whatever it is you do.
Whatever
we don't judge.
you do.
We don't judge. So let's get down to business, man. We got you some Lucifisting going down already in your ear holes tonight. So you can already see we're not fucking around here tonight, man. We're bringing you the metal. We're doing the thing. So it's time for a two-piece. Let's do a two-piece. What do you think? Ready?
Okay.
And man,
The 1-2 punch.
the 1-2 punch. That's what we've grown to call it.
That's
Yeah,
what
man.
you call it every week.
I know, the 1-2 punch. The two-piece combo. We're taking to doing these, man. It's quite popular. We like to stick two songs together and just jam it in your head, and we're going to do that right now. And we're going to open up with some Russian shit, man. This Thrill Kill is the name of the band. The album is called Splatterhouse, and I love it. They're so badass, man. So many great bands are coming out of Russia right now. It's like the Russian metal scene right now is silly. It reminds me of the early days in the Bay Area or whatever, but just fantastic, man. And this is also a debut, so you're going to want to get your drink on for that. We are going to play a song from it, and I don't know what it is. It's not on my notes, so suck my balls.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm sure we have it. But then we're going to play the new Law Society is out. You know,
Right.
And, she
I'm excited about that.
loves Law Society. as
So
many of you
Thrill
know.
Kill, New Blood,
New Blood, yeah, great.
off of the Slider album.
So fucking great. Splatterhouse album, right? Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, and then we're gonna play some Law Society. The brand new Law Society is out.
I said off the Slider album because that's what you.
I wrote Slider.
That's hilarious.
In-house lingo. For
And then
us.
I was like, wait, they're all off the Slider album.
See, in-house lingo. That's Metal-O-Mania terminology there. But I know you're excited about the Law Society very much. No Absolution is the name of it, and it is a must fucking own record. We're really trying to get these guys on the show, man. No luck so far, but we're going to keep trying, man. I'm going to have to send them pictures of you naked or something. I don't know. Do what we got to do.
Shine in my butt.
I got to send them a picture of your butt. But truly, you do want to pick up this album. It's fantastic. And we're going to check out a jam off of it right now, and then we'll come back and talk some more metal. What do you think? There we go. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do the hump day, Metal-O-Mania style. And the 1-2 punch. Ba-bam.
And I will take what is mine. With fire and blood, I will take it.
be blood.
Man, how bad is Lost Society?
Oh, that was awesome.
I fucking love that band right out of Finland. That is their 4th full-length release. And they are just one of those bands, man. They're one of those smart bands, honestly, that if they put out them singles here and there, they put out the EP stuff, they try to stay out in the front of it. And
keep you hooked.
That's right. And they've
you wanting
successfully done that to us for sure, right? What a great band. What a great fucking band. Yeah. Their last full-length release was in 2016, which was Brain Dead, which had songs that are pretty much anthems around here at this point. I mean, Riot, we still play that every week.
Yeah, I like that one.
So just great stuff, man. I would say that Lost Society, and since in the time we've been doing this show, Lost Society, outside of maybe an Overkill or a Testament song here or there, Lost Society is probably the band that you have most said, "Oh, play that song again." To me, if I had to guess,
maybe
it would. I'm going on memory, and we all know how reliable that is.
Yeah, right.
We talked about that a few episodes ago. So, what else though, man? Truly. Oh, you know what else? On the Lost Society front, though, they are going to be a part of the Brutal Assault show that everybody's going to want to see.
Right. You look that up.
It is in Helsinki. It is going to be. Matter of fact, I got a flyer for it here.
All right, let's look.
There you go. There's my flyer for it. But that is the Brutal Assault Show, and that is going to be, man, that's a lot of bands. That's going to be 130 bands, 5 stages over 4 days in Helsinki. That's going to be in the Czech Republic, actually.
Wow.
August 5th through 8th. August 5th through 8th. How awesome is that, man?
That's a lot of bands.
That's good shit. 130 bands, 5 stages, 5 days. Fuck yes, metal rules. There you go.
It says 4 days, doesn't it?
4 days. 4 days. 5 stages, 4 days. I'm sorry, you're right. 130 bands, 5 stages, 4 days. And there you go. Come on back to us now. And there we go. Pretty badass, though. What do you think?
Very, very cool.
And speaking of metal rules, the original lineup for Violence with Sean Killian on vocals, Phil Demmel on guitar, Perry Strickland on drums, Dean Dell on bass, and the new kid is in the band is fucking Bobby Gustafson of former Overkill fame.
Okay.
Is taking the role of Rob Flynn on guitar.
Okay.
Other than that, this is the Eternal Nightmare fucking lineup, people, and they're in the studio. They're making an EP right now. There's talk of a full-length release.
Nice. Okay.
Which means Sean Killian is back to good health after his fucking shit that he went through, man.
Okay.
Much love to him. And I couldn't be more excited about that. Eternal Nightmare may be one of my all-time favorite albums ever. Ever. I can't get enough of that record, you know. Run for your lives, I'm the serial killer. Come to bury you today. And I love it. So I can't wait. I hope I'm looking forward to that, and we will, of course, keep you posted. So, you know, as we get closer. Also, the new Suicide Silence came out, man. Become the Hunter. It is out now, and I love it. They heard you. They heard you bitching about the last album because this motherfucker is ferocious, you know. That's
probably.
Yeah, right. Probably. I was pretty hard on him. I won't lie. I was pretty hard on him for the last record, man. It was not very good in my opinion. And apparently, according to a lot of you that agreed, you know, very loudly. So, you know, but it is kind of fucked up, though. They tried something different, and we just destroyed them for it, you know?
Well, I
in a
mean,
way
it's okay to
that's
try
fucked up.
something different.
Yeah. It just didn't work.
But it just, if
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
It wasn't a good record. It just had it been, and let's be honest, people have done something. You remember when Testament put out the fucking death metal album? It was fantastic. I mean, you know. So I guess anyway.
Right, if you do it and do it well, it'd be accepted. So
right, very true. So if you did shy away from Suicide Silence, Suicide Silence, I almost said Solution. That's a totally different band. But if you shied away after the last work, check it out. The new one, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And what else? The new Sepultura is just sick.
Yeah,
it's just sick, man. I don't give a fuck what you call it or who the singer is or whatever the fuck beef is in the band and all that kind of shit. I know. Who cares? Quadra is a fucking fantastic record. Top shelf. I'm going to do a video review of that album. That'll be my first video review even. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Look for that in the coming weeks. We're going to do a review of that because I'm telling you, I love it.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right. What else?
Let's play a song and save some of that for the next break.
Well, the Creator DVD, I want to also mention, make sure you get that. And which is it's called Legal at Last. It's a new Creator DVD. It's so fucking killer, man. I love it.
Okay.
And the new Body Count is coming out on March 1st. So,
oh, okay.
There you go. Wanted to tell you about that. Yeah, we do have some more shit we'll talk about coming up. But yeah, I guess I will kick it over to the next break, including some Nile is coming out on some tour dates and some ex-Hoarder news, which blew my mind today, man. So or a couple days ago. So crazy. So yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and play a song. You're right. What do we got next for everybody? We're going to play
Raider.
Yes. We're going to play some Raider.
Bound by No Fate.
What happened to my fucking notes, man?
That's okay. I just told him.
Oh, all right. Well, let's do it. You heard her. What the fuck else do I have to say?
Don't talk shit about Fate. She's a vindictive bitch.
It's the end of days. Let the sacred Oh, for 50 cents, I'll suck your dick.
Well, it's a great price. Makes me wish I had a dick for you to suck.
And that was Raider. Fucking Raider, man. I love that band. Truly badasses. Truly badasses. Pre-order that album now. When the full length comes out, I will fucking be here to tell you about it because we love them dudes, man. We're going to give them on for an interview and time, all that, man. They're good friends with the show, man. We love them cats, dude. Shout out to you guys, man. Truly kick-ass jam. And look forward to what's coming next from fucking Raider.
We gotta take a breath. Woo.
How are you, Scully?
I'm great. Thank
See, that's
you.
what fucking metal
I
does
was just
to me,
doing,
man.
you know, yeah, we were just thrashing out in the fucking.
Who needs fucking speed when you have this shit? You know, when you have this playlist, man. And there's lots of cool things and something to look forward to. We alluded to it earlier, but we are going to start trying to add video reviews to our format, man. And we're going to try to get into better at doing that. We need more content. We need more stuff like that. And speaking of content, if you do some funny, goofy shit and you think it should be aired on something, hit us up.
A platform. That's what we're all about. Is helping people share their shit.
That's right. Metal and funny. So. If you got metal or funny, hit us up with your metal or funny, and we will be your outlet.
And
man.
if it's both, then fucking bonus.
Double boner, right?
Right. I said bonus.
Well, boner's better.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you.
You want to play a song so we can do a boner thing? No, let's play some. Let's talk. But did you hear about these fucking douchebags at the Slipknot concert last week, you guys, man? These was two douchebags at the Slipknot show in the UK last week, man, in Manchester. During the Spit It Out part of the song, everybody, if you've seen Slipknot live, which we have actually, we've seen them a couple times. But if you see Slipknot live during the Spit It Out song, everybody does the fuck up and jump up and down part. Well, these two douchebags realized that when everybody does that, people are likely to drop their phones everywhere. So they were scrambling around the floor during this and picking up everybody's cell phones, man. 24 cell phones.
Oh my God.
24 cell phones. How fucking, now I'm going to name them.
Just fucking scooped them up off the floor and fucking ran away with them.
Correct. Yep. Marius Patrici, 33 years old, and Miharta Marius, two dudes named Marius. So apparently you can't trust a motherfucker named Marius. Jesus. Caban, 34, ran around scarfing up cell phones on people. Caban was arrested trying to leave the show with 14 of the cell phones tucked in his clothing. Pled guilty, and Patrici was later tagged down to, get this, the other dude was tracked down to his hotel room where he didn't even turn them off. They literally just did a search for the missing cell phones and tracked them to his room.
There's 14 of them in one location.
Well, the dude got took with 14 of them. He had 10 of them. Yeah, 10 of them in a suitcase.
That is fucking ridiculous.
What a dipshit douchebag, man. What an asshole. So
yeah, I was thinking about that. Why do you steal a phone? I mean, chances are it's going to be locked, right? From whatever the service provider
It's a tough thing to turn a coin on, I would imagine.
I can't imagine that you're able to actually do anything with that phone. Although, I guess that just shows you my level of like...
Well, yeah, I'm sure people know. They can crack it and turn it in. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know how to do that. I'm sure people do, though. And but yeah, one of them,
Shit, they don't even know how to get them out of the fucking concert.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them.
He didn't even know to turn it off. So yeah, I'm not going to give him a whole lot of credit for savvy. You're right. You're right. But the one dude got 4 months in jail, and the other one got 2 months in jail. 8 weeks for the second guy. The one with 14 cell phones, I guess 4 more cell phones than the other guy. Cost you 2 extra months.
I was going to say that he took him actually away. He got him,
maybe
he got him off the premises.
Oh, maybe. You know what? You may be right. Yeah, that's fucked up. The one that was caught.
Funny, though.
Yeah, leaving with him. No, the one with the 14 did 4 months. So
okay.
What a douchebag. What a fucking douchebag. But that does bring us to a little bit of fucking news I'm excited for. We are entering into the back end of February here and into the fucking what's about to be the spring and summer seasons, which of course for us metalheads means metal concert season is upon us. Yeah, man. Showtime show. And there's going to be so many great shows from so many places, and we're going to try to let you know about all of them as much as we can.
Hopefully they won't all cost you a fortune.
No, yeah, most of them are pretty reasonable. I mean, the bands we like. We talked a little bit last week about some of the shows that are out there to rip you off. But yeah, most of our people are,
are going to be good.
Pretty awesome. But let's see.
What do you got?
Niall,
fuck yeah.
Coming. I know, man.
We just talked to them.
We just talked to them on the show, correct. We just had Carl come on the show a couple of weeks ago. What a great interview. What a great fucking dude. What a great band. This Vile Nilotic Rites is truly a spectacular fucking album. It is just so ridiculous. So if they're coming near you, you know what? While we're talking about it, we'll show you some now tour dates coming at you, and we'll keep posting those too, man. We're only showing a few of a bunch that have been released, but we're showing you the next couple of months worth. And support Badassery, and Niall certainly counts for Badassery, right? Mm-hmm. Right after that, we're going to show you, let's see, this is a tour. I'm not sure I can remember a tour I've been more excited about, but and I'm not going to be able to see it because it's only in Europe, I believe, but the Bay Strikes Back tour of 2020 is going to be fucking Dark Angel, Exodus, and fucking Testament.
Nice.
God damn it.
Only in Europe, huh?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
For less than $50 American in value, but it's going to be a great. I mean, think about that though. Those awesome bands will charge you a percentage of what Motley Crue wants to see that shitty fucking. Ugh, what a joke. We're going to talk more about Vince Neil in the next break. As a matter of fact, that shit is hilarious to me. But yeah, what a great show. Death Angel, Exodus, and Testament. That's crazy. I believe that starts in June. It's going to be all over Europe, man. Good Lord. Good Lord, good Lord. And what else have we got? Oh, speaking of the ticket prices that we talked about last week, then you can come back to us. But the ticket prices we talked about last week, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine has responded. Has anyone seen this?
No.
All the backlash about the ticket prices and shit. And a little bit of what he says makes sense. I got to be honest.
Okay.
It's not as. Now again, just for the record, I'm not a Rage fan. Just not my thing. You know what I mean? Bands like them and Limp Bizkit, in my opinion, led to the new metal thing, which is just not my favorite. You are more than welcome to love it, and I still love you. We don't have to agree on that. It's totally all right. But it's just not my thing, and Rage Against the Machine is not my thing. But Tom Morello had this to say about the fans bitching about the prices. Quote, "We are doing everything we can to protect 90% of the Rage Against the Machine tickets from scalpers, and when we hold them in reserve, they hold 10% in reserve that we will later charge a higher value for, but still undercutting the value of what the scalpers want. And they basically are doing that to try to undercut the scalper market when they come to your town. And the tickets, any overage that they're charging, they are not putting in their pocket. That does look to be true. They are giving it to local charities and things that they believe in. So if you support the causes that Rage Against the Machine supports, you can't really be that pissed off about.
Still by default helping good things.
Right. It's not a terrible thing to support them if you're, because like I say, and I believe that what he's saying is true, man. I believe he says 100% of the money or fees or anything that's over to the top is going to the charities and organizations within the city that they're in. And I mean, I have no reason to doubt him on that. You know what I mean? He doesn't try, and for whatever. I'm not a fan of the music, but that doesn't make him a liar. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And we do got to keep that in mind, honestly. That is something, if we don't like somebody for something, we also don't respect their opinions. We also don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like Justin Bieber. I'm not a fan. So if he came in here today and tried to tell me about the weather, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. But we do got, because I don't like your music doesn't mean you don't have a valuable opinion about the weather, does it?
Right.
Ridiculous.
I say that often, actually. Don't listen to how I'm saying it. Listen to what I'm saying.
Right. Intent is more important than delivery. We're all clumsy in delivery, but intent is what it's all about.
Right.
So what else? Oh, I know one more thing that I want to talk about, and then we'll play the Paradox Rift, and we'll talk to those guys, man, which I'm very excited about, by the way. Awesome. I love these guys. But fucking Judas Priest, dude. Judas Priest is starting a tour.
Wow.
50 years in metal.
Wow.
What? 50
That's impressive.
Years of metal. It's called the 50 Years of Metal Tour, and it's going to kick off in Helsinki on May 30th in Finland. So, hey, man, maybe Lost Society will be there.
You're thinking of.
Yeah, right. I knew I fucked something up earlier, but there we go. I knew something was happening. But you know what's funny? The American leg of this tour kicks off right here in Maryland, right here in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, right in Oxon Hill. That's on September 9th. So,
all right, well, we'll have to be there. When? September 9th?
September 9th. Judas Priest. Oh, we'll definitely be there. Yeah. We don't play a ton of Priest on the show because we're more of a kind of a thrashy, deathy show. But that doesn't mean I don't love the fucking straight heavies. And man, Judas Priest, I've easily seen them 25 fucking times, I bet. So we just saw them two years ago, I think. So yeah, Priest is coming. Look for dates. We'll try to share those with you as they come. And that is something you are not going to want to fucking miss. I promise you that. Rob Halford, 50 years of metal. God damn it. That's
impressive.
Awesome. All right.
Makes me tired.
Yeah, just to think about it. I know, right? Oh, 50 years. 50 years at anything.
No.
But speaking of awesome, let's talk to the Paradox Rift guys.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about this, man. I love these dudes. They are doing it out of Cleveland, Ohio. This is a debut, so get your drink on. And they were nice enough to sit down and talk to us here at Metal-O-Mania about some shit. And what do you say? Here it is.
And then you're going to follow it up with what song?
Figmentante.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you were testing me, wasn't you? She wanted me to fuck that up, but Figmentante. But I grew up listening to Detente, so, But yeah, we're going to check that out. We're going to play that song, and then we're going to come back and make fun of Vince Neil a little bit. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Paradox Rift.
And now for something completely different.
Next up, Metal-O-Maniacs, I got something very special in store for you. If you've been hanging out with us for a while, then you know I've been telling you about these next cats out of Ohio, man. Paradox Rift is here to kick the doors down of your winter right into your spring, man. And I'm very excited about it, and I hope you Metal-O-Maniacs out there too, man. Thank you for joining me tonight, fellas.
For sure. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us on.
Fuck yeah, man. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your time. I know I do that through the whole thing. You gotta, you gotta forgive me. Hey,
fuck yeah.
I used to be too fat to do this, man. So now, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I appreciate you guys joining us. For those of us out there watching at home, we have played a song from you guys in the past called Molt, which was a badass fucking jam. And we're going to be playing something else for the people over the next few weeks, man. But, well, I guess let's start from the beginning, man. Tell me a little bit about you guys coming together and making Paradox Rift happen.
Well, it's a funny story. My original band that I was playing drums for broke up, and I was desperate. You know, I was going to lose a practice spot, and then I knew all hopes were going to be lost after that. So I put ads out everywhere, even on Craigslist. And these guys stumbled on me on Craigslist and gave me a call. And we met up, and it was just clicked immediately. I think we wrote a song our first day meeting up, so it felt like it was meant to be.
Fuck yeah. Well, if you don't mind my saying so, the album is a sure testimony that it definitely was, man.
Thank you. Put a lot of work into that.
Well, yeah, man. So I guess you guys got together, you started throwing ideas around the room, and things started fitting together like a puzzle. And then, so from that point, you started writing this release, correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Talk about that. Talk about the fucking, what was flying around the room during that creative process.
Well, Eric and I definitely brought our ideas together that we had even when we were playing without being in a group. And like you said, the puzzle definitely fits. Our styles definitely complement one another, and we've used some material that I wrote while I was alone, and we've used a lot of material that Eric just wrote, here at the practice spot alone. And then also we, capitalized on that, just vibing in the practice spot together and coming up with new material together on the spot.
Well, yeah, and as it started flowing out of you, it starts feeling good, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like telling people, man, when you're in a band room, in a practice room, and it starts flowing out of you the right way, it's like fucking making love, you know what I'm
saying? White lightning.
Yeah, man.
Except hopefully the song lasts longer. Anyway.
Hopefully.
On a good day. But that's kick-ass, man. Introduce yourselves and what you do in the band, if you don't mind, guys.
Well, I'm Luke. I do vocals. I scream. I talk. And that's about it.
I provide the mouthpiece.
I throw in some words in between some screams. Just not a whole lot of talent, but I enjoy.
I beg to differ, sir.
It's fun.
Oh yeah. What about you fuckers?
I'm Eric. They call me the Knife. I've been playing drums as long as I can remember, man. Pretty much play the drums in this band. I do have ideas on guitar that I share and lyrical ideas that I share a lot, but it's usually just the drums. I can write a song from beginning to end on the drums and just have this guy put the guitar into it. And it really boggles my mind how it works like that.
I prefer that sometimes.
But sometimes it works best that way, man. So
whatever works, right?
Hell yeah.
Dude, you remind me the fuck out of a buddy of mine named Vinny, man. I swear. I keep wanting to call you Vinny. You remind me of the I keep wanting to call you Vinny and hand you a fucking joint while we're talking.
I'm open, brother. Pass it to me.
I'm Preston. Play guitar. Like Eric was saying, we all kind of share our ideas about the other instruments and writing and stuff. But I've been playing guitar since I was probably 12, 13. Used to steal my brother's guitar and get bitched at because he'd be like, "That's my guitar." And my mom would be like, "Don't play your brother's guitar," but he never played it, right? So I'd be like, "Okay, fuck y'all," and I would just play it anyway. And because I just had, I was really attracted to the guitar and crazy sounds that you can make on the guitar, and so I've been playing for a while, and really glad to catch up with these guys and start writing and sharing my ideas and bringing them to life in a bigger way. This EP, sure we'll talk more about that, but it's just like a really, like a dream come true. It's just the start. We're looking to build on it, but it's definitely, been able to capitalize on my passion for the guitar for sure and writing music.
Fuck yeah, man. That's good shit, man. I, if you don't mind my saying so, brother, you shred, sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And so you guys tell me about where you're from and a little bit about your local scene there.
We're from Cleveland, Ohio. Me and Preston are more west side of Cleveland. Eric's over here on the east side.
East side, man.
Where the practice spot is. So we drive out here to the practice spot. But Cleveland's got a pretty good scene going right now.
We have a huge death metal scene, that's for sure. There's probably more death metal bands than I could even try to count in the city.
Fuck yeah.
Home where the heart is, and the heart is metal, man.
Goddamn right, brother. I often say that exactly, man. One day when I drop dead, they're going to cut my shit out and it's going to hit the ground like a thud, goddammit. But hey,
Yeah.
Nice.
A lifetime of loving metal will do that to you, I'm hoping,
Yeah, hopefully.
So when you guys got together, I'm sure one of the first conversations had to include who's your influences, man. What are you listening to? What are what kind of bands were you finding that you clicked on the most there?
We all go a little bit different ends of the spectrum, and then when we mix together, it's something special happens. I'd say I have a lot of death metal and technical death metal influences, whereas I know these guys were more into like maybe the more mathy, hardcore stuff. What do you guys think?
Well, I think I've definitely noticed my taste has changed since I've gotten older and also, developed as a musician. There's definitely bands that we've introduced each other to that we, I hadn't heard of before, and perhaps Eric hadn't heard of before. So as much fun as it's been to write music together, like you said, it's been a lot of fun just listening to music together and being fans also together. So, but we definitely all seem to be attracted to the, heavily down-tuned, lower end stuff that's, real meaty and heavy. Definitely Meshuggah comes to mind. I personally really like Viljarta as of recently. So yeah, but like Eric was saying, we definitely have some mathy stuff in there, and it's, we just kind of vibe off, what we're doing at the practice spot, and just when the juices are flowing, just let it come out.
Oh yeah, man. As long as it's heavier than elephant nuts, let it rip, right?
Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
That's good shit.
We all like the wacky off the wall stuff too thrown in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
sure.
Dillinger Escape Plan, Fear Factory, Meshuggah, some older one like Botch.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Box rocks, yeah. I love all that shit, man. So,
Nice.
That's good shit, man. And what I'll tell you, what I especially love is goddamn this release, man, this EP from you guys. So tell me a little bit about that, man. So these songs came together pretty quickly, it sounds like. You've only formed in 2018. This thing's been out for a minute. You must have got in there and started pumping it up, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Eric always has a beat on hand, like, hey guys, check out this one. And then Preston always has something on hand. And if Eric's got a good beat, he'll send it to Preston, and Preston will have stuff written for it. Like within days, he'll be like, check this out. And he's like, I got 3 options. Which one do you like the best?
Yeah. I mean,
they both got stuff on hand, and then when they come together, it just flows.
Yeah, man. See, when this is what you do, and I find talking to pretty much every musician that we talk to, whether you're in the band room or not, you're writing, man. That's just in your head. It's fucking, It's fucking, the juices are flowing, and ideas are kicking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll come up with stuff just while I'm driving, get out my phone and just record it so I remember it. I'm like, I gotta remember this rhythm, this pattern. But yeah,
for sure.
If you come up with something, save it, because you'll forget it.
Okay, yeah, totally. Hey, man, I'm a stoner, so that's definitely true.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine actually the other day who's in a local band, and he was telling me how, he showed me this recorder on the phone, this one of them apps. Because as stupid as it is, I don't even play music. I just make dick jokes while I play other people's music. You know what I mean? But even that, I'll be in the shower sometimes like, man, that's pretty funny. You got to record it or you forget that shit,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Forget it within an hour. Like, damn it.
Yeah, right? Shit, I fucking used to have to take pictures of my dick so I wouldn't forget that motherfucker. So,
Can't relate to you on that one, man.
Hey, never get fat, brother. Never do it. You don't have to get skinny again if you never get fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, that's good shit, man. So, well, let me ask you, what's next, man? What's in the pipeline? I know that you guys talked about you got a few more songs kind of bouncing around your head. Where do you go from here? What's next on the kill list for Paradox Rift?
Well, we just finished writing 2 new songs. When we had when they're done, obviously we need to practice them and keep fresh. But we played, I put the icing on the cake for sure. But we played one at our EP release show, and I thought it went over pretty well. And the producer of the EP we just recorded liked it, said he was excited to kind of get in the studio and bring that one to life in there. But aside from writing, we're trying to set up a lot of shows. There's a couple other bands that are local that have talked to us about possibly doing some regional touring and playing a few shows. And so we're pursuing that, but we're also making our own efforts to set up a bunch of shows and start playing.
Right on. Man. The EP's out. Now's the legwork, right?
Right, man. We're gonna hop on as many shows as we can. We're gonna try to hit surrounding states. Maybe come out by you guys too. Anything we can get on, we're fucking craving it.
Man, what's the best way for everybody to go out there and pick up this EP? And I ordered a hard copy, metalhead out there. You listen to what I'm saying? All you Metal-O-Maniacs out there, I'm a broken record with this, but I got a hard copy, and guess what? When I bought my hard copy, they gave me a free digital copy. So I got both, but I get the CD. Later, next week, I'll be sitting on the shitter looking at that motherfucker, man. Buy the hard copy, goddammit. Anyway, enough of that for this week, but what do you suggest? What's the best way for people to do that?
Right now, the only way you can get the hard copy, besides physically coming to one of our shows, is on our Bandcamp page, Paradox Rift, bandcamp.com. Our website, you could also get it. It's about to be set up probably by the end of the weekend. And it's all $5 for the hard copy, and it comes with the digital. A lot of people that want the digital, it's also $5, but we're talking about letting that go later on for probably free. But right now, we're pushing those hard copies because that's where it's at, man. Like, you got to have a CD. It comes with the artwork, comes with the lyrics. We'll throw in a couple goodies, maybe some stickers or something. And right now, Bandcamp's where it's at, so make sure you guys pick it up on there.
Well, I tell you what, man, I really do appreciate the fuck out of you guys spending some time with us here at Metal-O-Mania Big, man. We're going to fucking spread these jams, and
we appreciate that.
We're fans too. Appreciate what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, appreciate you guys sharing our stuff with the world.
This is Paradox Rift. We're chilling with the Crypt on Metal-O-Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome! Totally awesome!
Don't worry about me. We got cocaine and coffee here. We're going to get wired and have a big party.
And Paradox Rift, one of my favorite new things, man. I'm telling you guys, pick up that copy, pick up that fucking self-titled debut release. And tell them that the Crypt and Scully sent you. You know, fucking nice. How awesome are those guys? Truly.
Awesome.
We're going to get them
that was
here.
fun.
We're going to go to Cleveland. We're going to do whatever we got to do to hang out and party with those cats, man. All right. So what's next, my dear Scully, my dear Scully? You know, there is apparently a service out there called Cameo. Have you heard of this service?
Not necessarily.
Cameo is a service that allows you to hire a celebrity to send phone video, basically, phone video recordings to someone that you love for a fee. You
Okay.
know,
Oh, like a video recording.
like
video
a
card.
birthday or a graduation or a wedding or what have you. You can hire a celebrity through the cameo.com, and I will give them a plug because it's cool. That, you know, you can hire a celebrity and, you know, send a message.
Okay.
So, well, apparently last week someone hired Vince Neil of Motley Crue fame to send out a birthday message. And it's pretty funny. Have you heard about this? Have you?
I am not.
I know you heard us joking about it off to the side earlier, but you haven't been face to face with this situation yet, have you? So, well, I tell you what, let's start by playing the video. Let's go to the Vince Neil clip.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and make terrible fun of it for a minute.
Oh,
together. What
Lord.
do you
Okay.
think?
All right. Well, let me see it first.
Let's go to the videotape. All right, for those of you fuckers who can't read or have fucked up eyes like I do, let me read this for you here. The talent ordered for this little happy birthday card was one Vince Neil. The video is for someone named Derek, and it is booked by someone named Christian. And here are the instructions that were given to Vince Neil for this project. You ready? It says, happy 40th birthday to Derek from Christian, Mom, Tanya, Ethan, and Blake. Shout at the Devils to start off this new decade and take the opportunity to kickstart your auto search and sales. Listen to the doctor and feel good about the big 4-0 in 2020. Those were the instructions given to Vince Neil to make this card for a dude named Derek for his birthday, and here's the video he decided to send. And by the way, Vince Neil got $400 cash in the pocket for this little couple of seconds, so keep that in mind. And here you go.
Hey, Decker, this is Vince Neil. Hey, I want to say happy birthday, brother. This is actually from Christian, Mom, Ethan, and Blake. So keep on rocking, shout the devil, and do some feel good stuff in big old 4-0, you man. All right, see you later.
And that, ladies and gentlemen and metalheads, is what it looks like when you phone in a phone in.
Now that shit is hilarious. Am I wrong? That is hilarious to me, man. The dude who got that card had to get it and think, this doesn't even look like Vince Neil, first of all, and what the fuck is this? I mean, this is crazy.
You're serious?
Yeah, I mean,
How about the guy that got yours?
My what?
Your video card.
Whoa. What do you mean by video card?
First off, you're not even a big enough celebrity to be on Cameo.com.
Well, that's true. If there's a Z list, I don't even think I'm on that one.
No, that's where you are. Check the Z list, guys. Or just hang on right now. I've got a video clip for you.
Oh, no, don't do this to me. Now it's slowly coming back to me.
Hey, Crip, don't forget, you got to shoot that birthday video for Joshua, the Gen Z video.
What? Who? What?
Joshua, his birthday video.
Fuck Josh. Fuck Josh. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here with that. Fuck Joshua.
All right, I don't even remember that, man. That wasn't me. You guys did. They can do crazy stuff with CGI these days, you guys. I don't think that was really me. Forgive us for that, you guys. But we like that fun here, man. Good stuff. But yeah, man, again, don't forget Paradox Rift. But yeah, who if you were to hire a celebrity, for me to do a card.
For you.
Yeah, if something specific, like say my birthday was coming up and you decided, hey, I'm going to get a card for the Crypt, what celebrity would you hire for me? What would be your go-to celebrity?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. What would it be metal? You know what I mean? Just because there's so many other things,
right. What's fucked up is I'm asking you, and I myself am not entirely sure of the answer. What I would tell you.
Stephen King.
Oh, that's a great one. That is a great one.
You know, like that goes back all the way to when you were a little boy. So that's, you know what I mean? That also touches on a little bit of connection with your mom and, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, you probably were expecting a metal answer there, but I don't think I would actually go metal
Stephen
there.
King's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good one. You know, and that's if you don't even start bringing up porn stars. But anyway, but who are you? Who would you go if someone was to hire a celebrity that, if you were to open up your phone one day on your birthday and your dream celebrity?
No fucking way. This guy's on my phone.
Right. Who would it be? I'm very curious to know who some of our metalhead answers are. You know, you do, of course, and you know what? Let's allow 2 answers. You can have your metal answer, and then your non-metal answer, because I know we're a metal show, so you're going to lean towards saying, you know, fucking something a metal dude, right? You know, metal person or something. I said dude, but a metal person. It doesn't have to be a dude. But you're going to lean metal because we're Metal-O-Mania. So we'll give you 2 answers, you know, on the board. Let's see what you got, man. What about you? If I were to hire you a celebrity?
Well, why don't you have to answer for me?
I know I put you had to answer for me and for you.
I understand. I'm already on the spot.
If I was going to hire a celebrity for you, I don't know. You're not one of those celebrities.
I don't have favorites of anything. I don't have a favorite color.
Your shit changes every day. You know, you got a favorite Tuesday color doesn't mean it's your favorite Wednesday color.
Right.
You know,
I have multiple personalities,
man,
it depends who you're talking to at the moment.
I guess if I was going to get a celebrity that I know you love, I mean, even Chris Davis comes to mind, but that's not even relevant anymore, is it? That was years ago. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think over that.
Betty White.
Oh, Betty White. There you go.
Could you get Betty White to
if
do
we could
video?
get Betty White, now you would love to sit down and hang out, buddy. If you got a video card from Betty White, it would make you glow like a motherfucking. You were radiated.
Yeah.
You would look like fucking an irradiated tube.
That's funny. Because again, it like touches on like going back to a child and being.
Oh, I do. You don't got to sell me. I'd love Betty White. If I got a thing from Betty White, it would light me up a bit too. So. As a national treasure. Yeah. Every week now we talk about national treasures, but Betty White is certainly one of them. So that's cool. And well, we want to know, who would you hire, or who would you like to see hired? Who would be your dream? Like, man, I just opened up a phone and got a goddamn message from fucking, you know, Hetfield or, you know, Tom Araya or whoever.
Somebody.
There are some shit. Well, you know, we're going to talk about the X-Hoarder thing because I love X-Hoarder. I love X-Hoarder. They got a brand new single they just released today, as a matter of fact, and we're going to play, or 2 days ago, we're going to play that next week on the show because it came out already and we were already ready to rock for this week, but I'm going to play that next week. But X-Hoarder has made an announcement that they're parting ways with original member Vinny, man, who we talked to on the show just recently.
Yeah,
I tell you what, let's play a song and we'll come back and talk a little bit about that because I don't want to just gloss over that because that's heavy, man. That's heavy. I'm an X-Hoarder freak. I love that band, and that's heavy. Heavy information.
Well, let's play Stonehand.
If you do not have this by now, this album is called Carcosa. We played a song from it a couple of weeks ago, and you know what? Since then, we've talked to the band. I think we're gonna have an interview with them as well, man. What a great fucking release this is! Truly kick ass, man. So very excited about that.
Awesome.
Let's play some Stonehand.
Right. Cool.
What do you think? Go break something to Stonehand, and then come back, and we'll do some more of this fucking metal thing, okay? And we'll talk about my buddy Vinny.
Order in the court.
I'll have a cheeseburger.
Not after all, ball of paper up, a newspaper, and throw the newspaper on the floor. Fuck his whole asshole up. You know what I'm saying? Then you open that asshole one more time. Open it again. Open that asshole again.
All right, now that was a fucking debut. Don't forget, that's a debut from Stonehand. Carcosa, get your drink and your smoke on. And again, I say it every week, and I say it every week because it's true. We're funnier if you're drinking. I promise you that. I'm funnier looking either way, but yeah, that's great shit, man. I love that Stonehand release. Truly badass, and I look forward to getting them on the show and talking to them. And you know, we have great interviews. I tell you about all the time. We have great interviews coming up for you on the show. We just talked to Paradox Rift tonight, Outlier last week. We got Dust Bolt next week. We're talking to Hyperion, Degenerate. We're talking to Hunger. We're talking to fucking Cruel Bomb. We're talking to fucking Self Disgrace. We have just, you know, I'm hoping that we've missed 3 interviews with the Hazard guys, man. So hopefully we will be able to sit down with them at some point too and get that done.
Okay.
We did talk to them when their first release came out, and I definitely would like to catch up with them after Delirium because it is badassery, my friends.
Right.
Definitely do get it. Whether we land that interview or not, that's a kick-ass record. But it does. I do want to talk. I alluded a little bit before the Stonehand song that Exhorder has had a major change in their lineup. Major. And I am a huge Exhorder fan. We interviewed them on the show. In fact, we talked to Vinny himself here on the show just, a month or two ago, or maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And Vinny, it looks like the band Vinny, who is a founding member of the band, by the way, the guitarist and founding member of the band, has left.
Right.
And there's no details really about it. It's been very amicable in the press. And that's kind of what, and I have mad respect for that.
Yeah.
I do, man. I have mad. He has said nothing but great things about them. They have said nothing but great things about him. They've been very amicable. There is a single being released right now that I believe Vinny's not on. Double check me on that, but I believe Vinny's not on. But Vinny's been very out there with sharing it and saying, I'm going to try something new in my music endeavors. You know, stay tuned, and we certainly will because, Vinny is a great fucking dude. You know, I know that you cannot size somebody up on a 20-minute conversation, but I was fortunate enough to have one with him, and just reeks of being a cool dude, man. Came away loving Exhorder even more than I already did. So, much love to those dudes, man. You know, whatever is coming around the bend and whatever is next, man, Metal-O-Mania will certainly be there and looking for it and happy to share it. And we're fans of all you cats, man.
Right.
So do what you do.
Be supportive.
Definitely. But, you know, and mad respect for the fucking respect for one another. There, you know, sometimes we just grow apart. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be stupid. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be what it sometimes is. Legendarily, the Guns N' Roses story comes to mind. You know what I mean? There was such but you know, we've said this on the show. What are the big things that break up bands? Drugs
and
pussy.
women.
Drugs and pussy. That's right. I love you, Scully. You're the best. Drugs and pussy. You want to fuck up a band? Drugs and pussy is the quickest way to goddamn do it, right? Especially if it's a combination of drugs and pussy.
Right.
So if we're fighting over the same drugs and pussy, it's going to get fucked up. But yeah, that's basically what happened to the Guns N' Roses thing, man. They ended up just trashing each other, and Slash and Axl hated eeach other. And, you know, the big James Hetfield thing, remember when the Metallica Guns N' Roses battle started? Them two hate each other to this day, is my understanding.
Yeah.
You know, James Hetfield said flat out that, you know, Axl could have been a hero the night I burned myself with the pyrotechnics, and just said he decided to be a dickhead. So that's hard words, man. That's hard words, you know. But the Eagles break up.
Hard words, but he's got the scars, so.
Yeah, right. He burned himself on the pyrotechnics, and Axl was like, "My throat hurts. I'm out of here, bitches." You know, and that place rioted. That was crazy. It was a crazy thing. The Eagles. I know the Eagles are definitely not metal, but it seems they may have one of the most fucking legendary breakups and massive public breakups that I could find when I was looking at this a little bit. You know, they were apparently on stage threatening to. The dude at one point said on stage, this is a quote. We're only 3 songs away now from me kicking your ass. How fucking crazy is that, dude?
How great is it that they're like in between fucking songs going like under their breath to each other, like,
right, I'm gonna fuck you up as soon as this show's over. But now we got to get with fucking, you know,
one more set, man, motherfucker. Oh,
that is fucking
hilarious.
hilarious.
He says even they're out there like the best of singing the best of my love, and then in the middle they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yeah, we're out there singing the best of my love, and and that's what he says too. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna fucking kill him. That is so fucking funny to me, dude. And how fun, and you know, it's not like they're metal too. It almost was fitting if they were doing metal, but the fact that they're singing songs like "The Best of My Love" and "Hotel California," you know, and in between they're like, "Dude, I'm gonna fuck you up when this is over." That shit is hilarious.
So funny.
Definitely not how Exhorder went, which I'm glad. But you know, and the Black Sabbath breakup. You know, the Black Sabbath breakup with Ozzy was pretty ugly. You know,
yeah.
And now that was another
That's
tale
unfortunate too,
around drugs and.
Yeah, but Ozzy's Ozzy. I mean, you got to accept him for who he is or what he is.
I know.
He's always
You
done
kind of
that,
made him into what he was. Black Sabbath made Ozzy into what he was. He legendarily couldn't even come on stage. I mean, you guys coaxed him out there, gave him some confidence, put him on stage, made him
had
into
to give
a
him
thing.
some drugs, I would imagine, to get him out there.
Brother.
So.
You know they did. You guys made Ozzy. And then they're like, oh, don't be Ozzy.
Right.
You know?
And fine, go on without Ozzy. He can go on
He
without you
was-
too.
Yeah,
So.
and he definitely did. Much love, Ozzy. By the way, I hope
Yeah.
your health turns
I know,
for the
it's-
better, my friend. I love you, sir. But yeah, I mean, now, it's hard to blame anyone there because if you are getting rid of Ozzy, it's Ozzy. You don't want to get rid of Ozzy, but in the wings, you got fucking Dio. Like,
And
I
like,
almost
come
get that,
on,
you know?
you can't. Dealing with drunk people is bad. Like, let's be real. Like,
Oh, yeah,
and then
man.
if you
It can
just
be a
were
pain in the ass.
dealing with somebody that was on drugs constantly, like I get where that can weigh on you. And as a band, you got a group of people with a vision, and motivation.
right, right. We've talked to bands ourselves that are like, man, I'll tell you what. There's some bands we've talked to over the last few months where, just in the 20 minutes we've talked to them, like, ooh, there's some cracks there. They're like, man, this motherfucker can't get his shit together. And if we don't fucking, it's like, whoa, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know that shit, though. We're not the TMZ. I do not want to be the TMZ of metal ever.
No, I wasn't even.
Keep your. I know what you're saying.
I
but-
just.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
But I'm saying there are stories like that where people, even bands on a smaller scale than some of the ones we're talking about, but you talk to them for 10 minutes and they're like, my fucking bass player has missed 4 practices in a row,
Yeah, that's tough.
And you're like,
But life, you still got probably jobs, I'm sure, on the smaller
true.
scale. You know what I mean? These guys have 9 to 5s if that's what they do, and you got lives, wives, kids, whatever. So it's hard to find time.
You got to be a warrior to stay out there and keep doing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. And we've talked about that before too. Think about how many marriages fail, and that's just 2 people. You know what I mean? Like, you put 5 motherfuckers together, and somebody's got a different vision than somebody else. That shit could get ugly.
Yeah.
And I understand why it does. And of course, that is not the case with X-Order. It is not an ugly situation, and
That's cool.
Good
for them.
Right. Totally agree.
Cool.
And I'll tell you what. Speaking of public breakouts, and we won't do any talking deep about this, but you see a lot of that on fucking social media, just in couples these days, don't you? Good Lord, man.
Lord. Well, it's the celebrities made it cool to
Yeah, I
talk
guess
about
so.
and dig deep to, and TMZ style. Like you're
right.
just saying.
You're right.
And so now social media is what it is. Like, you always see the couples that hate each other one day and then love each other the next.
And then
and
back
it's
and
like,
forth, back and forth.
We don't forget that shit as quick
Right.
as you guys do. So when you're like, oh, I love my man so much, he's so great, we all remember what you posted yesterday.
Yeah, when he was a piece of shit that couldn't get his life together.
Right. So
Too true, man.
and
Too
it's
true.
so funny how social media has totally changed the way people behave.
In so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't know the full repercussions of it for a long, long time, too. That's the scary part. That is the scary part. Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of social and media and whatever jacking off I can think of to get this conversation moved to a song, let's play a song.
Okay.
What do you think? Well, the band is called Snafu, which stands for Situation
How is
Normal
that
All Fucked
relevant at
Up.
all?
Ballwood, I don't know. We'll have
Because
to,
you thought it was funny?
it's just something I thought was funny.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later, even, because it is funny to me.
Okay.
It is funny to me how people react to different scenarios and shit.
All
How
right, we'll get
differently
into
different
that.
people do. So we'll talk a little
So
bit about that.
introduce the song.
But yeah, Snafu, Situation Normal All Fucked Up is the name of the band. Snafu. I love this fucking band. The name of this album is Present Day Plague. Corona, anyone? Anyway, but this album is
Is it still a
eternal.
plague?
Yeah, right. I know, right? It's a pandemic. This album is Eternal Nocturnal, and it's fucking killer hardcore thrash punk altogether from Detroit. I fucking love it. You can't go wrong with that fucking combination. Pre-order this shit now, and let's play a jam from it. What do you think, man? Oh, by the way, this song features Jason Navarro from the Suicide Machines, another badass Detroit outfit, so we're about to get all fucking Michigan up in your shit. Snafu time, bitches.
Okay.
Scared that this should be blinded. One thing deep inside of, there comes the sky.
Snafu, baby. There you go, man. That's a badass band. Go out there and pick up that copy and show that band the love. And I'll tell you right now, maybe they're onto something with this whole plague talk. What do you think? Seems to be growing.
They're accurate, or so
right.
maybe.
Maybe they're fortune tellers. But you may have noticed I switched over to my Suspiria shirt because Scully is a spitter. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I did that because for a shout out to my buddy James out there.
Messy, you could say.
Right. Oh yeah, messy. Messy's good. Messy's good. Oh, messy can be good.
We're joking.
But no, this is from my buddy James. Actually, we talked movies this week, and he gave me some great movie suggestions, and we're both big Dario Argento fans and big fans of this movie. And I meant to wear this shirt earlier, and I forgot, honestly. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go grab that and close the show with it, man. But much love to you, James. Thank you, brother. You have given me much entertainment, and I appreciate that, sir.
Awesome.
So, matter of fact, Jessica, our watcher and friend Jessica, suggested a Serbian film, which I've read the reviews on, and you're not going to want to. You can't even be in the room for that one. That one sounds pretty hardcore. It sounds pretty butchery. It's going to be pretty violent. And I got the director's cut of that sucker. So.
What's up with your glasses?
I don't know. What's wrong with my glasses? What's wrong?
You got jizz on your glasses.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah,
I
got
jizz covered glasses.
You gotta take those off.
Let's work through it. Let's work through it. So anyway, how are you guys out there tonight in Metal-O-Mania land? We're having a blast here, and we do good things with our hump. What do you do with yours? I do want to talk about real quick, if I may. There was a video going around.
You just wave it on your shirt,
yeah,
your clothing.
It's
Monica Lewinsky yourself.
the Suspiria shirt is now an infamous blue dress. But I'm switching up on you. Did you see the video of the supposedly? You're killing me, lady. See what I put out with, ladies and gentlemen? Metal-O-Mania. Yeah, but there you go, man. Fucking, we have fun. That's all I'm saying. We have a good time. But yeah, did you see the video of what was believed to be Paul Stanley of Kiss going around recently? It's been on all the social media things. At one point, people were saying, "Oh, look at Paul Stanley at this age still doing it," and it was a video where his hair catches fire.
Oh, okay.
And then and he keeps playing, doesn't miss a beat either, man. People come running out and putting his head out. Well,
is he one either like so drunk he didn't know, or like? What is going on there?
He had some stick-to-itiveness.
That's impressive.
Right?
I mean...
Well, it wasn't Paul Stanley, though. It's a Kiss impersonator band, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. That guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah, did I get his name even? Let's see. I'm going to tell you right now, Paul would have run for the hills. Do you know how much
I would have run from the hills
Paul Stanley is made of these days? Are you kidding me? He would have melted like the end of the Indiana Jones fucking movie. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
well, hair usually just goes up like crazy. So
yeah, it did. Yeah. Well, matter of fact, you know what? Let's show it to everybody. Let's show everybody the video. I did make a copy of it just in case you missed it. But this is an impersonator. Let's see. Did I get his information? The dude it's in Sioux City. It's a Kiss cover band. Well, here, I'll tell you what. Check out the video. What do you think? And what do you think of that? Pretty crazy, right? Caught fire. Would you stay at your job if you caught fire? Would you just keep working? I was
actually thinking, I don't know if there's anything. What would happen, could be happening that I would just stick through it and keep doing it anyway?
If we were fucking, I bet you could catch fire and you'd stay with it. If you were close, I don't know if fire is going to throw you off.
Oh, God. No, but like, other than like rescuing somebody, you know what I mean? Like in the act
life or death,
doing, Like other than that, what else? Like
what are you going to do?
Seriously, what else?
What is your line? What are you going to keep doing when you're on fire?
I don't think anything. I really
That's pretty
don't
crazy,
think anything.
man. That is some get up and go-ness. I'll tell you.
I'm talking even just like burn myself. Like I'm going to go address that immediately.
Right? It's crazy.
Put cold water on that.
It's
like,
crazy, man.
You know,
I have mad respect for people who can like stick to the job through that. You know, I'm not going to show it because honestly, and I've probably not even watched it, but you know, it makes me think of the video that was a couple of weeks ago. I guess the stripper had fallen from 2 stories in the air, which
I've heard about. I didn't watch it either.
What are you doing 2 stories in the air? But anyway,
probably would have been a very impressive trick.
Yeah,
but
you're probably right. But apparently she fell and fell right on her face is what I'm told from what I read about it. And her immediate reaction was to get up and start dancing again. Of course, then she was later taken to the hospital with literally life-threatening injuries.
Oh God.
How crazy is that?
Gives me the chills.
It does me too. I never
sure she
want to
was
see
in
that
shock.
video.
I mean, the instant, like, you know, your body goes into this protection mode where it shuts off that feeling, so you don't even fucking
Instincts
know.
kick out, and you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm supposed to be dancing, so let me get back to that.
Oh God.
I know that's terrifying. Terrifying.
Why are we talking about this?
When I tore my knee apart, I thought I could walk on it because shock said it.
Okay,
But
why are
anyway.
we talking about this?
Well, I do. It does lead me to think about people that took a beating, you know what I mean, and can keep to the task at hand, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I was thinking about, like, you know, I thought of a couple of examples.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. What about what?
I was gonna say I go through that every day at work, but it's not exactly like
That's not
fire
physical.
beatings.
Yeah,
It's
that's just you wanting to murder people. That's a different thing.
It's stress and anxiety.
Right.
It's not the same thing.
But check this out. Ronnie Lott, no, not at all. Ronnie Lott, a former San Francisco 49ers player, playing against the Cowboys in December of 1985.
Okay, go back a few years.
Rather than miss time in the rest of his game, he had broken his finger, and he told the trainer to just cut the rest of it off.
Oh, are you about to give us just a bunch of those kinds of examples? Because I don't think I can handle it.
He went right back to the game.
Ugh.
He was like, cut the rest of this fucker off and put me back in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm sore the finger today.
Fuck me.
Hooray.
I can't handle that.
All right, well, then you're not going to like this one. Minnesota Vikings long snapper Kevin McDermott suffered a gruesome finger injury.
I really don't
He stuck his finger in the other dude's helmet. They couldn't get it out.
My God. And
So he told him.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm just going to yell over top of everything you're saying.
Yeah,
just by
yeah.
accident.
Turn your mic off or something.
Can I take the headphones off?
They
I
cut
really
'em.
don't want to hear these.
Really? I only got a couple.
I can't handle it.
Hang with me.
Oh my God. No.
He said, just cut it off so I can go back in the game. All right, well, I'll get away from the sports ones that are gruesome then. How about Teddy Roosevelt?
Okay.
Everybody knows the example of Teddy Roosevelt, right? October 1912, come on. Running for an unprecedented at that time third term. Come on. History is awesome, people. Anyway, he was shot in the chest, man. He gave a 90-minute speech to people in Milwaukee. Right after being shot in the chest. He was bleeding the whole time and came out and gave an impassioned speech. And then, and he said, you may have even heard me. I used to, it's not been very much recently, but I had stolen a term from this whole thing, bull moose. He came out and said to the people at the speech, like, it takes more than a bullet to kill a bull moose. And I used to love that. So when I was younger, I used to refer to myself as a bull moose for a while. Of course, I'm not near the size of a bull moose anymore. But he said, you can't kill a bull moose with a bullet. But 7 years later, a pulmonary embolism would.
Oh.
I don't know. Teddy was a bad motherfucker, though, son. Take a shot to the chest and then go give a speech.
Right?
That's no bullshit.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Let me look through this. Can you even handle some of these?
I don't
Jesus
think I can.
Christ,
Why
babe.
would
Why are you such a wuss?
Ugh.
Well, then you're not going to like our topic for the next break, if you don't mind me telling you, because this does lead me to like I'm like I was talking about, me and my buddy James out there. We're big horror movie guys, and a lot of you have been awesome. The discussions I've had with some of you out there over horror movie stuff has been amazing. I'm a true movie idiot. I love it. I eat up directors and stuff like that. I think that the name's escaping me right now, but the dude that made that Midsummer and the fucking Hereditary movie is the dude to keep your eyes on. Is amazing. Okay. Those are great movies, But I talking to James, wearing the shirt from my main man James out there, but about some of the movie things. But it did lead me down a road where people were suggesting Faces of Death movies. Do you remember the Faces of Death movies?
I do not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I do.
People my age remember video stores, I know none of you young fuckers know what I'm talking about, but back in the day, man, my youth was Friday nights was go to the video store, rent horror movies, find a dude to buy a nickel bag of weed from, and smoke big fat joints and watch horror movies all weekend with my friends, man. You know what I mean? And talk about girls and try to get some to come over. But anyway, but that was my youth. I mean, that was the whole thing of it, you know. But then those movies creeped into the video store. The Faces of Death movies started showing up, and man, I realized very young where my line was.
Okay.
You know, I like fictional horror. I love it. I've had people even say to me like, "Dude, you watch horror movies to unwind? That's great. Maybe you need a doctor." But it's you know, it's a fictional horror. You know what I mean? I can go with that. It's much better than real life horrors, man. Seeing your fucking aunt or uncle come down with something fucking interminable, let me tell you, that's way worse. You know what I'm saying? So I can deal with horror as an escapism. But Faces of Death were real death. It wasn't nothing fake about it. These were real deaths. Of course, nowadays they call it Wrecked, REKT, and there's millions of threads on B-Chan and 4chan and everywhere else on the damn internet where you can watch people die. And I don't understand the draw to that, man. You know,
watch people die.
Yeah, I don't either. Have you ever seen anyone die? I mean, I know you've been in the room with someone who've died. You've been
Like
you and I have been in a couple
family.
rooms together.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for that, but have you ever seen like as a result of an accident or something like that?
Or worse, like a violent crime or
Right,
something?
right.
No, I don't think so.
I
almost saw a girl die in 5th grade. She was choking on the slide. Her scarf
shit.
got caught on the slide. She was blue, and it was brutal.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's pretty rough.
They came in and saved her at the last minute. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I saw. You know what? I saw one dude
But
die,
no, that's probably the closest I've ever gotten.
and one dude get real fucked up by electricity. But I tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to the modern retro haha.
Okay.
It's time for the modern. Let's break some of this fucking kill talk down with some modern retro haha.
Okay.
And we'll come back. But actually, and if you do have examples, man, if you guys know of people that took some kind of a fucking, you know, massive obstacle and just kept on trucking, man, those are stories that inspire the fuck out of me,
pretty
brother.
impressive, yeah.
So, you know, shout out to the Kiss dude, man. You're more badass than the real Paul Stanley in my book, brother. but keep hanging out and let us know, and we'll talk about some Faces of Death stuff on the other side. But let's do the modern retro haha. And what do we have in store for it this week?
I don't know, and I'm curious, who's your comedian?
Well, I'm glad you asked, actually. We're going to have some Patrice O'Neal this week, man. 2 shots of Patrice O'Neal. I love him. I miss him. Rest in peace, my brother. One of the funniest to ever do the thing, man. You know what I mean? I'm not playing the bit on the white girls missing, but that bit is one of the funniest shit. How can you tell how white somebody is by how long people look for them when they're missing, man? That shit is fucking hilarious. That's one of the best. Elephant in the Room is one of the best stand-up comedian shows ever. So we're going to give you some Patrice O'Neal. And metal-wise in our modern retro haha tonight, I'm going to open with Amorphia, who I love, by the way.
Yeah.
Badass band out of Indonesia. And they're going to be on our 420 release, by the way.
Very cool.
Fuck yeah, man. You're going to definitely you're going to want to get that when it comes out. There's going to be so many killer bands, man. But we're going to open up with Amorphia, who will be on our 420 release. Killer fucking dudes, killer band. And then we're going to go with our old school jam of the week, which is some Prong, man. We're going to go with Beg to Differ off of the Beg to Differ album, 1990.
Okay.
Love Prong. Then a little more Patrice O'Neal. And coming out of it, dude. I love him. Is he the fun? I miss him so much, man. I actually saw Jim Norton talking about a thing on him recently on social media where he was saying, "Oh, I miss you, Patrice," and them two were tight, man. I definitely do miss that dude. But then I'm telling you right now, if you do not have this fucking Polaris release, crazy.
What are you doing?
It's crazy. The Death of Me, it is so good. These dudes are out of Australia. It is so fucking good. We are going to play our second song from that for you tonight, and it's just fucking ridiculous, man. Landmine is the jam. Death of Me is the album, and there you go.
Awesome.
I think that's all you need to know for the modern retro haha, right? Anything else? All right, yeah, well, cool. I'll tell you what, check out these jams, a little bit of humor, and come on back, and we'll break down some Faces of Death for a minute, and a little bit more metal before we get out of here on our hump day.
About all the bands.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we got good shit. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Much love.
Much metal.
You may see all sorts of things in the sky. Planes, birds, perhaps even a UFO.
First, aliens exist. Deal with it.
Like, I can't type, but I didn't realize how important typing was till right now. I fucked up all my good typing years calling people gay who was going to typing class. It was just like me and 6 other dudes, like, what you doing? You want to be a secretary? What the kind of pussy? Man, come on, man. Let's go steal bread. We used to go steal bread and lunch meat from the supermarket and make sandwiches and sell them during typing class. And now I can't type. If you can't type and you try to be in a world with people who can, you feel irrelevant. You stop, you know? You say hello to some woman on the internet, hi, and she come back with the 7-page memo, like, hello, whap! You be like, really? For real? All those words? You saw me type, hello. And I yelled it, evidently. In big letters, it was saying hello. Really? Seriously? You think I said hello? Hi, bitch! Hi! Is that what you think I did for real? Yeah? Really?
I beg you to please be gentle with me. Or if you wish, rough.
Smell a little like danger in here.
Like, I can't spell, if I had to spell restaurant, to this day, right? To save my mama's life, like if somebody held my mama hostage and had a gun to her head, right? It says, nigga, spell restaurant. You know, I'm gonna shoot your mother in the head. I'd be like, I would look at my mother like, I love you. She'd be like, look at me, Mom. She's crying. Understand that I love you with all my heart. Stop stalling, nigga! Okay, all right. All right. R-E-S-T. Oh my God, here's where it gets. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a rescue, ruant is it's an A or U or U. All right, give me another word, man. Give me another word, one more word. Just give my mother a chance to live. Tomorrow? Probably. God. Banana. All right. Banana. B-A-N. B-A-N-N. A-N-N-N. Is it? Ain't there like 7 N's in banana? B-A-N-N-N-N-N. A-N-N. A-N-N.
So, suck my dick.
Nice, okay.
Is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
All right, awesome. That was awesome. So funny. I love
right?
Patrice.
He is great. So great,
and
man.
those songs were awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Polaris, Well, I love all those bands. Amorphia's Metal Family Dust at this point, man. I fucking love the shit out of those cats, man. So, look, I'm limiting my use of cats. Sully told me I say cats too much.
He does say it a lot. Speaking of loving the bands and liking the bands, you guys are supposed to be going and liking and supporting these bands every week.
Fuck yeah.
And we make it as easy as we possibly can for you.
Right on.
There is on the Metal-O-Mania page, we have an album and our photos set up for every single week that we have.
Every week. Yeah.
And you can follow the bands right there. You can click right there on their Facebook, their Bandcamp, and their YouTube.
Fuck yeah.
Whatever they have available, it is right there for you.
And that's the whole point of all this. Support the bands, man.
Yep. Subscribe to their YouTube pages.
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
in a lot of cases, it doesn't even cost you anything. And then
Nothing.
you have updates when they post some new video, or if they have a new song coming out, or whatever it is. You get that information right to your hip.
Well, and that's how badass
your
some of these
pocket,
bands
I
are. Yeah, right on to your nutsack.
Yeah.
That's how badass some of these bands are, though. I literally will talk to a billion of them, and I'll be like, "Man, how can I tell people how to buy the record?" And they're like, "Man, they can get it for free if they go to, like, dude, what are you doing? You take the money. I'm trying to help you, fucking." But that's just it's the way metalheads do things, man, and it's another reason to be proud to be a metalhead, in my opinion. So, very good shit.
Yep, support them, guys.
Very good shit. So I was on a job site a long time ago with my dad, as a matter of fact, and I was on the floor grouting.
Okay.
I used to be a tile guy, you guys. I was a ceramic tile floor man, or as my father used to call us, shithouse decorators.
Right.
And my father was leaning out the window smoking a cigarette in a house we weren't supposed to be smoking in. But it was new construction. But what's funny is actually the background to this was during the time frame when the DC Sniper was active.
Oh, okay.
We were doing a job in Silver Spring, Maryland, and every day driving back and forth to work, we got gas far outside of Silver Spring because we were, some people getting gas were getting pot shotted by the DC Sniper and shit. So while that was going on, we were doing a job in Silver Spring, Maryland, and I heard my dad start yelling out the window at people, in the distance apparently.
Okay.
Which called my attention. I jumped up off the floor to look out the window, and there was these guys putting wooden posts in the ground.
Okay.
And the way they were doing it is digging, I guess, a certain amount of the ground beneath and then setting it in the ground. And they were using backhoe buckets to push the wood down into the ground. I guess like a big ass hammer, but they were using a bucket from a fucking, backhoe.
Okay.
Well, I guess my dad started yelling and noticing that one of these 4x4s or whatever they were was starting to bow like it was going to snap.
Oh,
and he was yelling, that fucking thing it's got a spot and it's going to snap and shit. And sure enough, man, that thing snapped. You heard it 2 seconds later, the echo of it. And that piece of wood shot right through that dude holding it.
Whoa.
The top after that wood snapped off and shot literally right through his chest and shot like 50 feet behind him. Dead on the spot.
Holy shit.
Dead on the spot. Fuck yeah, that was very uncool. They shut that job down, obviously, for a while. OSHA came in and had lots to say.
Oh. Your dad fucking saw it and was trying to warn the
Pop
guy.
was traumatized by that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to yell and stop that shit from happening, man. And another time, I didn't see a dude die, but I have talked about it once, I think, before on the air. But I saw a dude on a job site. We were doing carpet work in the Library of Congress in Washington D.C.
Okay.
And one of the guys, this is so long ago, we were smoking cigarettes in the hallway of the building while we were doing the work.
That's hilarious.
Unimaginable now. But we used to have a guy working with us that's nickname was Schlep Rock. And he was nicknamed that because he would just lean against the wall and smoke cigarettes all the time and never work for shit. We all used to be like, come on, Schlep Rock, get off the wall, motherfucker. Well, this night he happened to light a cigarette, lean into the wall, and fucking not looking, put his hand right in the open fucking electric box.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And he had long hair. They say your hair stands up, and it totally did. His hair literally right in front of my face started to stand up on end. And I didn't realize it at the time. I wasn't thinking. So I was going to go knock him off the box,
Oh, dude.
And our boss, Glenn, thank you, Glenn, saved my life that day. But he was like, don't fucking touch him. And Glenn picked up a piece of carpet and ran at him with a piece of carpet and literally just, football knocked him off that motherfucking box.
Right.
And by the time the ambulance got there, they took off. Schlep Rock wasn't awake. He was breathing, but he was definitely out. But when the ambulance got there, they took off his boot. He had a hole in the bottom of his foot like this with no blood.
Oh,
it was all like tendons and bone and shit. Yeah, it was totally cauterized because the electricity had shot out the bottom of his damn foot.
It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, how crazy is that shit? I worked for that company for 2 more months, and when I left, he was still in a coma. I don't even know what the hell happened after that.
Well, that's
a
shame.
Hopefully he was all right. he was not a hard worker, but you don't want to see that happen to him. You know what I mean?
right.
Fuck, that's a heavy pain. But that does bring me to the Faces of Death thing, man. You know, how many of you are into that? Is that your thing? Is that too much? Do you like the fake horror or the real horror? If you go on BChan and look at the rec threads, do you check those out or do you skip by them? You know, I know you're a
Well,
skip
no,
on
even
that.
as far as like horror movies go, I want the stuff that's not real.
Right.
Like the scariest movie I think I've ever seen is that like hillbilly one, right?
The
like
Wrong Turn.
There you go.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's
She
the
hates
scary
those
shit
ones.
to me.
Hostile,
Like
and when people get you and do fucked up things to you, that shit.
that's
yeah.
more than I can handle. You know.
You like fucking supernatural horror.
Yeah,
right?
but whatever.
Comic book horror. You're a comic book horror girl.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're more of a sci-fi than horror probably anyway. So
Yeah.
you'll watch horror because I force it on you.
Well, I mean, I
But-
like horror movies.
Yeah, you do.
But I get freaked out.
Yeah, you do. Which works in my favor because then she's all in my lap and stuff. You know.
I watched the one recently. Who's the comedian? Oh shit, the one where the black family and they have like a double
Us.
of themselves.
Us, yeah, the fucking dude. That's Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Peel. He's funny.
He
He-
is
I want to see everything he does.
amazing.
He's
Me
doing really
too.
good.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
Everything he did, he redid the Twilight Zone. We talked about him a few weeks back on some of the things that Crypt was excited to see. He's a part of that Antlers movies that's coming out, which looks fucking crazy scary.
But Us
the
was
Us
pretty
was
creepy.
great.
It was
The
pretty
fucking
creepy.
oh man, yeah, he's
the
great.
idea of like your
He
other
did Get
self,
Out a
you
few
know,
years
like,
ago. Right.
just
Your doppelganger.
fucking watching you and
Knowing
stalking you down.
yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of him, man.
Creepy.
I strongly suggest the Twilight Zones that he redid too, man. They're really great.
All right, I haven't
They're not
seen those.
redid, but
Right.
reimagined, I guess is the way to put it. But yeah, great stuff. I am
I
also
am talking about funny, good, scary movies
I know.
because I don't.
You don't
wanna
like the
talk
death
about
call.
your broken bones and cut off your fucking arms and whatever else.
well, just some scenes I specifically remember. I'll gloss over for your benefit. Like I remember there was the horrible scene in one of the Faces of Death where the guy commits suicide by jumping off a building. Clearly, his wife is screaming at him not to do it. It's
Who's
a
filming
terrible,
that?
terrible scene. It's just somebody on the street, and this was a long time ago. This
okay.
ain't camera in your hand days, you know.
Oh.
This was back in the day. Somebody had to have a fucking ran out there with a news camera, probably.
Wow.
But
okay.
horrible scene. There's a scene where a guy falls into a pit of alligators and gets eaten up by alligators and
that's
shit.
that sounds bad.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
rough.
true. That's an accident, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a guy who was training him fell into with him and shit and gets eaten up, man. It's horrific. But there's a bunch of that shit, you know, like the Faces of the Death shit. But now, if you go on like Rec Channel and shit like that, there's just an unlimited supply of that, and it seems to make sense that there would be, being that you now film everything. You're gonna there's gonna be a
It's
lot of
gonna
fucked up
happen
things
every
on
now and
film.
again.
Yeah. I definitely, if I go to those threads, I want to see the fucking in public stuff. The public display of affection thing we did a couple weeks ago, by the way. Great response on that. I'm more for that shit.
Yeah,
I don't
don't
want to
even
see
like
people
to
die.
watch the ones where it's just fail videos where somebody like misses
you know,
the
you
fucking
can't even
curb
handle
and
that.
falls and smashes
She
their
can't even
face
handle a
and-
skateboarding accident.
No,
yeah,
I really can't.
That's fucked
Ugh.
up. There's one very popular right now on BChan. Actually, the guy. See, you know when. Well, this is fucked up to say. This is when I can handle it a little more. I'm not typically a guy that likes real gore. I like fake gore like shit. I love all that. Real gore, not so much for that. But I will say it's more palatable if someone clearly deserves it. Like there's a video right now on BChan that I actually caught by accident. It was one of the header videos. But this dude clearly runs up on a subway station and trying to steal this girl's purse. And she's trying to fight for her purse back, and he throws a punch at her and gets her purse.
shit.
And like when he goes to yank her purse, though, he goes flying off the platform, and man, boom, subway. He's done.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, he's done.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah, he's done. And that's what you get, Dick.
Karma.
Yeah, karma got you. Karma videos, I don't mind those as much.
With her purse, though?
Yeah. He's got her
So
purse.
she's still gotta replace all
but
this
she was
shit.
standing on the thing like, oh, shit, motherfucker, I bet you wish you didn't do that bullshit.
Right.
You fucking idiot. But I still don't like gore, but it is more it's more tolerable to me when it's like, what I did was a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, nature videos is another thing I can do better with nature videos. 'Cause
Well, I grew up on that. It's funny how, and now don't get me wrong, we both love animals. If you've seen us in our house with our animals, we love animals. But yeah, I grew up with that, honestly. I mean, my dad used to love, what was that? United Kingdom videos? What were those? God damn, I can't believe the name is escaping me. But my dad used to love them. Wild Kingdom, I think it was what it was called. And man, they would show like lions tracking down deer and eating them all the time and shit like that. I just kind of grew up on that. Not that it's not disturbing. It's very disturbing. You can't help but think, oh, fuck, this fucker's getting eaten alive. That's a bitch. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, that is nature, you know, and it's hard to, it is different.
I was even thinking animal on human, but.
Oh, yeah. So you don't mind like if a human gets eaten up by it? Go animal.
Like you were talking about.
I know you'll take the animal over the human. I got you now.
I'm not like cheering for anybody. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like
if it's animal versus human, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna root for the animal though.
I was just saying, compared to like a video where a human is beating a human.
Right.
know,
Right. You'd rather see a human getting beat up by an animal.
Mauled by a bear.
Probably deserved it, you dick. Hey man, you know we like animals around here. What's wrong with that? People, that's come and goes. You know, that's on a case by case basis. Most animals, although I guess animals are a case by case basis too. I like most animals, but if a bear was running me down, I wouldn't like that guy too much.
Animals.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Kelly,
my
I'm
animals,
surprised you like animals. Now you have a dog. You like dogs, and I'm like,
no, I like my dog.
My dog.
Yeah.
Keep
You
yours
are a fucking animal.
over there.
That's why. You're a territorial animal. Oh man, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Earlier, Scully was showing me some video from some shit we did a year ago. Oh, exactly a year ago.
Just like yeah.
Oh my God, literally within a week of now, a year ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, you guys. I can't. Where are you on that one, guys?
Dude, he
Y'all
sounds
supposed
fat.
to have my I did.
You sound fat.
I sound like I'm talking through this. I'll just give you. Yeah, it's bad.
It's crazy.
It's bad, man.
Honestly, I'm like, look at this fucker in this video. This is insane.
Oh, but you know what? It was a video of me at well over 400 pounds, and Scully's giving me hugs and telling me how much she loves me through the whole thing. You're pretty awesome, baby.
Oh, yeah, pretty awesome.
You're pretty awesome, baby. I ain't gonna lie.
Hit me with the spikes.
I didn't want to spike. That's why I did that, so I could not spike you.
Oh, okay.
I got spikes on my fingertips,
You got
too.
spikes everywhere.
I'm spiked.
Trying to poke me.
Let's spike our audience with some metal. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we've just been rambling on for a
Hey,
bit.
they love us for that shit. Lie to us. Tell us you do. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, we got the back end twofer. The back end twofer, which is Dealey Plaza tonight, man. We're going to open up with some Dealey Plaza. The song is Dark Lust off of their brand new release called AD.
Okay.
These badass deathcore death metalers are from Fort Myers, Florida. So our pal Lori, She-Wolf's backyard.
All right. Go see him, Lori.
Yeah, right. I'm sure they're playing right near you. Kicks you right in the dick, man. I truly love the fuck out of this release. It's just fantastic.
Okay.
And then we're going to play some Under Concrete's. Can I talk tonight? What the fuck? Let me get the ass out
Try
of my
one more
mouth.
time.
All right, some from Under Concrete Kings we're going to do. Snake
Okay.
Crusher from them. Their brand new release is called Modus Exodus. This just came out on Valentine's Day,
Aw.
which means somebody got good anal to some great fucking I mean, what? No, but somebody emailed us this song, actually. Somebody emailed this song to the show and said, you guys should play these guys. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not. I've been so busy, I'm not sure if it was the band themselves, and if so, we love you. And if not, somebody that loves you did. But we got that video and said, man, check these guys out and play this on the show, and it kicked me in the
You should
dick, like I
probably
just
make a note
said.
of that. You should probably.
I'm
for
trying
your
to get
notes
better.
For,
Yeah,
when you're
I'm working on it.
talking about the bands.
I'm working on it.
This sort of thing, like right now, you can
Like
say.
for this, for these moments.
For this moment.
Let's get some metal humping in.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Because I'm tired, baby.
Let's motor through, nickel. Let's get this shit done. 5 goddamn o'clock in the morning. This is dedication, though, goddamn it. Dedication. Are you ready? 7, 10, 4.
All right, everybody, prepare to meet our Dark Lord!
Tonight we hunt, we hunt for fame. everything for you. I can feel your fear. Will be a perfect prayer. I can sense your shine. Every time you die.
The Dark Lord queefed it on you? What does that mean?
Hey, Harry Potter, take you and your girlfriends out of here. What are you looking at, Ellen DeGeneres? I will crush you.
I'm cutting your head.
I have grown to love this format where we do that 1-2 punch early and we do another one late in the show, man. So that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Huh. I hope you dig it. And man, that fucking the Exodus dude singing, and I mean the Cholo dancing to the Exodus song, good stuff, man. That shit made me laugh, so I had to share it with you. Thanks to at least 25 of you for sending that in to us. We literally got that sent into us like in our email and our Yahoo and our fucking everything.
It's
like
funny that
25
anybody like thinks of see something, they think of you.
Yeah, I love that though. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I love it. And what's funny is we got at least 25 of them, and I'll bet 10 of them are friends of mine that aren't even metalheads. We just saw it and we're like, yeah, that's Chris, man. I'm going to send that over to the crypt. So,
right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And speaking of pretty cool, how about that Dealey Plaza and fucking From Under Concrete Kings? Two badass bands, man. And they make our 11th and 12th badass bands on the show tonight, which means we only have one left.
That's sad, but it's been a good night.
I'm telling you, I am so psyched about this playlist. I'm so psyched about these bands. And again, man, Paradox Rift, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on the show tonight. We could not appreciate it more. You guys are true badasses. I consider them metal friends. Maybe one day we'll get their asses in here, you know.
That'd be awesome.
They ain't that fucking far away, man. Cleveland, we were just there a couple years ago. We had to make a trip back. Oh, and don't forget, June 20th, that's 6/20/20.
Right.
We'll be in Chicago. Toast-O-Mania, man. Ghoul up in that bitch. Fuck. And I'll tell you what, our buddy Kevin from Insanity Alert reached out to Josh today, who's throwing that alert, and was like, throwing that concert. It was like, man, you need Insanity Alert at this show. And Josh was like, yes, we fucking do.
Yeah, you do.
So if that pans out, holy shit. I mean, it's already a killer bill, but with, cross-examination and just so many great bands. But, man, Insanity Alert, I'm a huge fan of that band. Just love them.
Right.
Maybe
fun. Awesome.
Maybe we'll have to talk to Kevin. And Insanity Alert, by the way, another band that will be on our 420 release. So.
Are we doing a live show at all that weekend?
We should do something.
From Chicago?
We should do something. Yeah, we'll
have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk to Josh. We're going to catch up with Josh, as a matter of fact, soon, too.
We'll have to do we'll have to find a spot to set up and have some of the bands stop by maybe and do that.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing that. I've already talked to Josh. We're going to set up an area where we're going to be able to, we're going to have access to all these bands that are going to be there. There's going to be some great ones. During the whole weekend and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, throughout.
All right. Well, we'll do the planning after. We don't need to do this on.
We're going to get you all up in the scenes at this Toast-O-Mania thing. I promise. And I'm looking forward to that. We're going to talk to Josh about it again coming up. Great bands, great things, great time to be a metalhead.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah. Metal-O-Mania, and he put out a cool new flyer, got the Metal-O-Mania logo on and shit. Fuck yeah, man. We all mania'd up in here, bitches. Okay, so don't forget.
You are crazy.
Next week, Dust Bolt, dude.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
What? Dust Bolt on Metal-O-Mania. I love that fucking band. I love that band. They're absolutely one of my favorite bands in the scene right now, man. Cool. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited. We got Hyperia coming in over the next few weeks. Degenerate. We got fucking Self-Disgrace. We got Hunger. We're gonna catch up with the Hazard guys again. We're talking to Cruel Bomb, another band that'll be on the 420 release. I mean, fuck yeah, man.
Nice.
Can I get a fuck yeah, Scully?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Can I get a fuck yeah from all you metalheads out there? Oh, I hear it. I hear all the windows opening with a fuck yeah. I hear it. I hear it. Fuck yeah, and fuck yeah, let's go on with some motherfucking metal. Let's close the show. You ready? You ready to get out of here? All right. Well, we're going to do this thing. We're going to close the show with some Beneath the Massacre, which these tech death killers from Canada are fucking just badass. You know, I love them.
Okay.
They get me moving. They get me wanting to break shit. I love them. They already have 2 EPs. This is their 4th full-length release, but they have 2 EPs out there as well.
Okay.
You should collect them all like it's fucking Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Get it all. They were formed in 2004. And, you know, as we tell you all the time, support the good shit. And with good shit, we will close out episode 157. Scarlett, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Love you to pieces, my lady.
Aw, thanks.
And I love all you Metal-O-Maniacs. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us for the show. It means the world. Please do share and tag and share. Let's, you know, we can always get bigger, you know.
If everybody adds one.
We're like a boner looking at Scully. We can keep on growing. Let's do this thing. So, right.
Well, thanks. I guess I probably missed a few times.
Oh, yeah. We got a whole bunch of dick jokes on there. That should be up to 66 there or something. There you go.
I said 25.
Give me 666 dick jokes, would you?
Let's do that.
All right. But again, we're going to close the show with Beneath the Massacre. Thank you, everybody. Again, Dust Bowl next week, man. So you better be here for that. Right on?
I'll be here.
Fuck yeah. Much love.
Much metal.
What?
I love you.
What? Where are you going?
But sometimes you can be a real asshole.
I'm sorry. I've got nothing left to jizz. Damn!
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Scully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.
This is Mitchell from Amok.
And I'm Magnus.
And you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, this is Josh from Atomic Discord Australia. You're listening to Metal-O-Mania. Cheers for tuning in.